What's going on, beautiful people? I am the Grandmaster, and I also go by D.Rey, bringing you guys the team builder for week number 5 of the BBR, where today your SoCal Annihilation will take on the legendary Matt O'Shea, coach of the Montreal Melodic. So in spirit of Matt, we're starting this video off in the ocean. If you're excited for this week's matchup and team builder, do me the massive favor and rage fist that thumbs up button. If you're new, por favor, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you can get notified every single time we post a new video. The small amount of time it takes for you to hit the like and sub button really truly does help me out a lot, so please just make sure you're subscribed. It would mean the utmost. Today we're going to talk about what we're going to bring, why we're going to bring it, and kind of dissect a little bit of what my thought process was before this matchup. We're coming off a huge win last week against Dell and the D-Double, aka Dell, coach of the Edmonton Coilers. So we got to build up off that because this season is wide open. There's been a lot of crazy stuff happening this season, and wins are very important. And if you guys missed Joey's stream, Matt's right above us on the standings. So this matchup is huge for us to be able to climb up higher and higher and get back into that playoff hunt. So if you're good to go, pull up a chair, get your popcorn ready, and hit the lights. Mi gente hermosa. Welcome back, guys. Hay que hablar acerca de eso. Let's get going. So, matchup is up on screen here. Montreal Melodic consists of Dragapult. Well, first of all, I will say my man's has got Gen 8 the fucking movie. Aside from Garganachi. He's got Dragapult, probably one of the best, if not the best Pokemon in Wi-Fi Draft League, or just Draft League in general. It's up there, right? He's got the threat. He's got Azu, which is a pretty solid Chi-Yu check, unfortunately. He's got Corviknight, Rotom Heat, Crocodile, almost forgot that thing's name, like we talked about, Garganachi, and he's got 7-point Gallade, and Toxtricity, Frostlass, Braviary, and Leafeon. So a couple different things to note about his team. His water resist is Leafeon, and the Azu, which is a thing. He does have Defog in the form of both Braviary and Corviknight. He's got the Stealth Rock on the Crocodile. I believe Garganacl also gets Stealth Rock if I remember correctly. He's got Spikes on the Frostlass as well. But we do want to take advantage of the fact that he doesn't have a Rapid Spinner, which is really cool. He has to defog away, so Defiance can be really nice in this matchup. But if I had to guess, the 6 Pokemon he brings is Dragapult, Azu, Corviknight, Rotom Heat, Garganacl, and Toxtricity. So, first Pokemon I will say before we talk about the team is make sure you please subscribe to Matt. He actually just started his brand new YouTube journey with Yu-Gi-Oh content, so if that's your cup of tea, make sure to subscribe to him. Either in the description or up in the corner, I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel so please make sure you subscribe and support Matt. Let's talk about the fish team. First up, we have Qwilfish. Qwilfish is showing up with the Swift, yes, the Swift Swim ability. Spoilers coming ahead, baby. But we're still holding the Black Sludge. We've got some chunk to us. 248 in HP, 96 in attack, 144 in defense, and 20 in speed, running the Adamant Nature. So we got some chunk, and we still got a plus attack nature because it is the highest stat, so it lets us a little bit more stats. We got Liquidation, Gunk Shot, Crunch, and Swords Dance. Yes, this has enough speed to ensure that we always outspeed a timid max speed Dragapult by 1 point out inside the rain, because yes, we did bring rain. It's gonna be a good time today. We brought the cheese. The cheese. Liquidation is there for stab, Gunk Shot's there primarily for the Azumarill, and Crunch is there for Dragapult. This is here to set up and really break his team, and it also serves as a really nice switch into Azu. I do expect the Banded Azu or a Max Attack Adamant Azu because it does really well here. It's able to switch into Chi-Yu relatively well. Not for a long term, so I don't think he's going to be a bulky Azu. I think he brings a little bit more offensive, because at a certain point Chiyu just breaks through. So I'm sure he understands that. So it's better to just go gung-ho, balls to the wall, and literally just do as much damage as humanly possible. Crunch is there to break through the Dragapult, like I said before, and Gungshot just does simply more damage to the not only Azu, but if he does, so for whatever reason, bring the Leafeon, he is going to take a bunch of damage. So we can set up on a lot of things, click Swords Dance and really put in the hurt. Black Sledge allows us to have more longevity, to have more setup, as well as be a more consistent switch into Azu in case it becomes a little bit of an issue. So yes, we do have Swift Swim on this because we do have Rain Dance somewhere, baby. There ain't no Pelipper here. So we are bringing Rain Dance. I'll bring a little bit more backstory to that when we get to it. The next fish we have to take advantage of the rain that we're going to be bringing is Swift Swim Barraskewda. Again, my man's does not have a very good water switch in. He only has the Leafeon and then the Azu that has a lot on its plate. So we're going to be taking full advantage of that. This is part of the cheese. We have Mystic Water Barraskewda with the Swift Swim ability, Liquidation, Throat Chop, Poison Jab, and Aqua Jet. We have max attack at 252, 48 in HP, 36 in defense, and 172 in speed, running the Adamant Nature like we talked about. So we have enough speed to outspeed an actual Choice Scarf Dragapult by 1 point, as well as his fastest Pokemon outside of that being Dragapult. So we always outspeed his entire team, as well as a Choice Scarf Toxtricity, which is very nice. Barraskewda is going to be really crucial for this matchup to really just win. We want to set up, the whole game plan here is to get fish up and going. We want to get up hazards, and we want to set up the rain and let Barraskewda go bug stupid nasty. Poison Jab is fantastic, again same as Gungshot on our Quillfish for the Leafeon, and the Azumarill. Liquidation does massive amounts of damage, not only boosted in the rain as well as by Mystic Water. And then the Throat Chop is there for a couple different reasons. Throat Chop does super effective damage against the Dragapult, and it also blocks most moves from Toxtricity. Toxtricity runs sound-based moves because it gets boosted by Punk Rock. So if we can get a Throat Chop off, it actually blocks Boom Burst, it blocks Overdrive. It just won't block Sledge Wave, obviously, but his main attacking moves are going to be blocked. And in our mocks, shout out to Dell, he did run Choice Scarf Toxtricity. That is definitely something that can come and probably should come. I can't really see a spec set here. I think he needs the speed. So probably Overdrive, Boom Burst, Volt Switch, Sledge Wave would be the moveset that he runs there. Maybe something different in the Sledge Wave slot, but for the most part, Barraskewda is going to be able to outspeed that Pokemon with the Choice Scarf always, as well as to eliminate it if it is choiced with the Throat Chop. So Barraskewda is basically here to essentially make sure that we win this game, or either break to the point where he has to lose a lot of assets in order for him to recover. So Barraskewda, possible win con, if not really run his team into the ground. Next Pokemon we have is the Rain Setter. We have 3 fish, all of the fish are coming to play, baby. We got Quillfish, we got Barraskewda, and we got Eelektross. Eelektross doesn't have Chiyu around, so we're gonna be 1 fish for Barraskewda, 2 fish for Quillfish, and then Eelektross is gonna be named Eelektross this matchup. We're running the Damprock, baby. So Damprock with Rain Dance, Liquidation, Volt Switch, and Thunder. 248 in HP, 108 in defense, and 140 in speed def, running the Calm Nature. We have no attack investment because Eelektross is literally here just to set the rain. Volt switches are going to be really nice. If we can get that rain up for Barraskewda and or the Quillfish, then it's done its job, to be completely honest. Liquidation is there because it's able to take advantage of the Rain Dance, and it does super effective damage to the Rotom Heat. Otherwise, we can't really hit that Pokemon because it takes 0 damage from Thunder and or Volt Switch. So Liquidation, even though we are minus attack nature, under the rain, it does way more than half, so it is always going to be a 2-hit KO. So that's always something spicy to have just in case. I do think the Rotom does come, so Liquidation is nice to have as a secret tech to be able to always 2-hit KO that Pokemon, and being able to remove a very big threat to what we're trying to do is actually really nice. But Eelektross has basically invested heavily in some bulk to ensure that, again, we just get up the rain and allow our 2 fish to literally run away with this game. Eelektross is going to be a key part of this matchup. We also brought hazards, so we want to set up the hazards, set up the rain, chip things in range, let one of the two go absolutely bug stupid nasty. I told my front office, like, listen guys, I need to run some mocks because I've got the cheese. And my guys are like, don't be stupid, what kind of cheese do you have? And this is the cheese. And honestly, in mocks, it took Pookie by surprise, it took Del by surprise, and it literally ran away with all the mocks. Fish destroyed. So I'm very excited to bring GlitchhxCity here with Rain Dance Manual with Eelektross. I feel like Matt's not going to expect it. I feel like he's going to bring a lot of resources to combat Chiyu, and psych, we're not even bringing it. Chiyu's not coming, but I am using it as a scapegoat to hopefully have him invest a lot of resources, like I said. And that way the opposite is coming. He's preparing for all of this firepower, but we're actually bringing the rain. So I'm really hoping that this works out. In the mocks, it literally ran rampant, so I'm hoping that Matt gets caught off guard here. Next Pokemon we have is the Captain. This is the very first week that we have a switch in the team. The only team switch that I made this season was Annihilape lost. I swapped out Annihilape's Terra Fairy capabilities for Terra Water. Ironically enough, is the very first week that we bring rain. So now we have a Terra Water Annihilape, which is actually kind of spicy. We're running the Covert Cloak to always ensure that we can come in on the Garganackle, and we can basically set up on that Pokemon because we have the Defiant ability with Rage Fist, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, and Taunt. We don't have screens this matchup because he has a Dragapult. That's Mephisto's team, but that's okay. We'll just leave that there. He has a Dragapult, but nonetheless, Infiltrator with screens is not that great. But we basically have a very bulky Annihilape here. We have 248 in HP, 96 in defense, 152 in SPDEF, running the Impish nature. So we still have lots of opportunities to set up. Taunt is to be able to taunt the Corviknight from roosting up and allowing us to really set up on that Pokemon. It allows us to taunt the Garganackle and really abuse it with the Covert Cloak. We don't take anything from the Salt Cure, which is really cool. So that's going to be really handy. Annihilape is going to be, his main goal is to bulk up and break the team to the point where Matt has to use a lot of resources to combat it, which will be really nice for us. And that way in the late end game, when we get the rain up, that way Barraskewda and or Quillfish can run away with this matchup. So next up we have is Grimsnar. Grimsnar was going to come originally with screens, but Pookie ended up bringing a Dragon Dance, a sub Dragon Dance set with Dragapult and with Infiltrator. It really sets up on Grimsnar. So we didn't bring the screens. Instead, we're going to bring this set, which is going to be stopping the set that really ran rampant in the mocks. So we have Spirit Break, Foul Play, Parting Shot, and Thunderwave. Thunderwave is to get that Thunderwave, the Prankster Thunderwave on the Dragapult. Prankster Parting Shot is nice to get in something else. And Foul Play is there in case he is a Dragon Dance set, so we can kind of take advantage of that. It also helps with like a bulk up Corviknight, which is really cool. It helps with a lot actually, like a Swords Dance Glade, even though Justify would be kind of annoying. But Foul Play does really well against his setup. And then Spirit Break is there for stab and a drop special attack, which is really nice. We're running the leftovers for a little bit of longevity, 248 in HP, 180 in defense, and 72 in SPDEF. So this is here really only for Dragapult. We're basically dedicating one entire team slot for just Dragapult because it does demand that respect. Dragapult can really run away with this game, so Grimsnar is here for Dragapult duty. Dragapult comes in if we don't have Barraskewda in already set up ready to go, then Grimsnar comes in every single time, so that way it can keep that Pokemon in check, scare it out, and then get a parting shot off and then continue with the game plan from there. Now, this last piece of the team, muy importante, we have Donphan. The Don, aka Don Julio. We're running leftovers with the Sturdy ability, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. 200 in HP, 244 in attack, and 252 in defense. Running the Adamant Nature. So we're running pretty offensive again to be able to do some good damage, and pretty bulky as well. Earthquake and Stone Edge does basically perfect coverage against his entire team. Rapid Spins to ensure we don't have hazards on our side, because he does have a lot of good hazard options. And Stealth Rock is there, very important to ensure that we get the hazards up so Barraskewda and or Quillfish can run away with this game. And then the secondary reason that Donphan is here, because it does have Sturdy in case the toxicity gets out of hand, we're immune to his electric type attacks, and we can take at least one boom burst and or sludge wave and ensure that we always live it with the sturdy as long as it's intact, then kill it with one shot no matter what with earthquake. So that's always really nice. So we're gonna plan to lead with Donphan, most likely to get the stealth rock up, unless he, you know, leads with like a Zoomerl, or if he leads with Leafeon, if he brings that, or if he leads with the Frost Blast, we may end up switching out. But for the most part, we want to get those hazards up as soon as humanly possible, especially if we don't see many defog options. I don't think that the Corviknight is gonna be running defog, and if it does, we're just gonna bring hard Ape in anyway, so we can get that Defiant boost, and then all of a sudden Ape ends up winning the game. So hazards getting up early are really important. Rapid spinning them way over the course of the matchup are really important, because a lot of our threats don't really like hazards all too much because we don't want that chip damage. So Donphan is going to be a very crucial part to this team. Depending on how the matchup goes is how we kind of play this Donphan here. But I think that's the team. Yep, that's the team. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. A little bit of a quicker team builder because we actually have to get up and going with Matt, and we'll get it going from there. And with that being said, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Subscribe to Matt's new YouTube channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the matchup. Have a great rest of your day, and above all else, be nice. Peace.